we're walking up the inside flat of this run, and it's a long flat run. And on the left side you can see there's some larger rocks, slabby rocks that come in with a big deep trough and basically a current seam that comes along it. And we're just looking for smudges. We're looking for anything in this kind of water. They're going to show up fairly dark, maybe a bit of a greeny back. And we're just looking for, you know, something swaying along it, or obviously a rise too. So that's what we're going for. It could easily be in the tail out. It could be, in this case, right in the middle of the current, the mid current, or up towards the top end. My guess right now is that the fish are going to be in more of the top end, where there's a bit faster water. It's rainbow trout water, and that's what I would suspect. So in this water, even though we're not seeing anything, I'm actually going to prospect it. There's all kinds of actual edges to the current seam and really good edges in there from rocks. And so there's got to be something in there, even though we can't see it. We don't have great height. There's good depth. I've got about a 3-foot dropper from my dry to my nymph, and I'm hopeful that something is going to come and take it.
There's got to be something under that foam line there.
Yeah, so we just kept prospecting up, and there was nothing. And so just kept going further up here and stepped up and wanted to prospect both the inside seam and the outside to where the cliff wall is. Thought for sure I'd get a pickup there. And it's kind of funny because, you know, kept walking. I actually lost track of my dry fly in the glare, and I thought, uh-oh, probably something's taken. Sure enough, I felt the fish on the nymph. And yeah, we're going to keep walking up this and should likely see a rainbow up top.
Yeah, rainbows maybe at the top.
Yeah, exactly.
Brown in the heart of the pool.
Yeah,
Go figure, the slack, lazy brown thing.
Yep, that's just it, so. Hi everyone, Dave and Amelia Jensen here with Jensen Fly Fishing. And in part one of yesterday's video, we actually talk about how we took on this river fishing immediately follow up to other anglers, right?
And it kind of went well and it kind of didn't at the same time.
Yeah, you know, you saw our successes and failures, yep. And so what we decided is that the next day we wanted to pick off a piece of water that was less likely to be hit hard so recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know,
try.
Yeah, just have a try, right? It was basically, unfortunately, what we found, though, is that there were footprints all the way up to the very top section that, you know, that we were going to go to that day, all day long, just constant.
And it was the worst because it's a piece of water where there's literally one fish per pocket, because when it doesn't rain, the river just shrinks into this, you know, not a trickle, but it's just a small flow. And it's like, okay, nothing, pocket. It's like, yeah, there has to be a fish there. So, you know, even though the water level was up because of the recent rain, there was still only going to be one fish because, well, you don't, you know, fish don't just go, hey, I'm here, you know, they magically appear. No. It was a river where that spot, that fish, move on. So when you're walking up and it's footprint, you know, you might deviate by 3 feet on your trout spotting route as you walk through this river. You're basically going, yeah, buddy, you know, footprints there. Well, that's that fish. So it was a case of, you know, it was so obvious and very obvious, each fish, and it was obvious that we're going to be fishing follow-up on each one.
Exactly. And so this video just shares kind of how, again, we went through it, you know, dissecting each and every fish in their micro spot and talking about it and saying, hey, this is what we think is going to happen. You know, what's the fish behavior going to happen? What are we going to do to make our changes towards it, whether it be leader, tippet, you know, length, all that kind of good stuff. Like, there was a lot of changes that we, you know, we had to make along the way, right, to be successful.
And to top it all off, you know, it also this video also shares how we took the whole scenario on based on that, but also because the weather completely crapped the bed. You know, the forecast was for bright and sunny and warm, and instead, as the day went on, it just went in the toilet. You know, it started pissing rain, and the temperatures went from, I think, 18 or 19 down to single digits through the day. And so everything changes, right? And you just go, okay, so sometimes things compound against you, and you really have to slow down and look at each scenario and go, okay, we absolutely have to do this, because your margins for error are completely unforgivable when it comes to fish that have just been worked or pounded the day before.
Yeah, and that's absolutely right. And you know, you say to yourself,
I'm going to take this on and I'm going to give it my best go, because you know that the other options are limited right now. You know, that's just the way things were. So we really hope that you guys enjoy this one. There's a lot of neat stuff to learn from it.
So we stepped up on this run and we thought, hey, haven't seen a fish, but you know what, it's really good looking water, so let's just cast to the water. And I started casting to the water, and Dave actually saw this fish come and chase my nymphs as I was just bringing line in to cast again. And so I hadn't seen the fish, and so he saw it, and then he basically said, hey, put a cast out a little lower in the run and get it into the seam a little bit more. And I did that, and sure enough, rainbow comes up, takes my dry, and that's super cool. Working the eddy, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm rolling.
Okay.
Nice.
I get that reel under control.
Gotta watch the undercut, yeah.
Yeah. Funny, he just popped right in front of me and the tail out. I had my eyes glued on that eddy seam across, and then he just popped right in the middle of that murky water in the seam. About right, eh?
About right for a random rainbow, man.
Yeah. Where are you? When you can't see, just keep that head up the best you can. Woo! Woo! She didn't want to come.
No. Wasn't finished scrapping.
No. Just got to break her spirit, get that head up. Hold her over, and in we go.
Sweet.
Give yourself a little slack and
yep.
lick it. There we go.
Right on. I'm going to just zoom in on that fish here and just get focus. Beautiful.
Ready?
Yeah, you can let her go.
Okay. Wick it. Yeah, no, it's just one of those things, you know, there has to be a fish around with that kind of depth. That kind of chop on the water just tells you there's lots of rock, broken seams drop off. Unfortunately, we have the first creek tributary of the day around the corner, just puking mud. So I just had to focus on where the clearest water was. Really was looking in that eddy over there. And if I had had a big terrestrial and only one dry fly terrestrial, I could have mend. But I was just about to do that when this fish just came up
right in front of me, not 3 feet off my rod tip. And I was like, hey, wait a second, you don't want to cast across fish, trying to catch fish that you can't see. So take them when they show. So that fish just tore all through that water, and I was looking at that back eddy undercut along the rock wall, and well, that fish just ripped all through it. So now I've got my eyes on that kind of shelving riffle trough that comes of it, right up this foam line, right off the broken rock. I'll start by going up the middle of the creek, and then as the very first tongue comes off the right in, I'll then cast there, let it drift in, cast up and across slightly, let it drift down, cast off my right and in, cast up and across, and then maybe 1 or 2 more casting up, drifting in. And then after that, well, I'm not real interested because that little creek comes in pretty muddy up there, but probably a half dozen casts all told, and I should be able to finish this.
So we've come up here on a nice flat, pretty much a flat run through a pool. And we're seeing a fish rising, and he's most likely taking something small. I'm right now changing up from this big bushy sedge, and I'm going to actually put on a double dry setup, and one of them is just going to be a very kind of nondescript hairwing mayfly. And that's just because it's flat water I'm going to be casting to, and I want it to be less intrusive, land gently. And what's going to happen is because he's cruising and feeding on top, not stationed in one spot, I'm just going to wait for a rise, and I'm going to cast to the side of the rise by a foot or 2. And he should come over and take it. That's the hope. Yeah, so I am going to be using a 12-foot leader, and I should be able to get away with just about maybe 10 to 12 inches between the 2 flies. The 12-foot leader will cast out well in this.
Going across and up. See that?
Oh yeah, okay there. Now did you...
And again.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Now he's coming back. He's on the far side of the foam line there.
Funny, it's hard to track it in certain lights.
Yeah, it's, from where you are, I suspect you don't see a thing.
Saw the rise as well, but...
He's kind of back to the softer side of the seam over here.
Okay. Yep.
Up.
Yep, I saw that.
He's still there.
It's still over there, yeah.
He's coming back to the right a touch.
Coming back to the main seam, yeah.
Yep. Going up left.
Oh yeah. Gonna hit him up in there, hon.
Just to the right of that, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
You ready?
Yes.
There's a good chance. Here he comes.
No, not a chance.
Deeper.
Up left. 2 fish.
2 fish.
2 fish. I wondered. He's way up on the flat again.
Okay.
See him way up there?
Are you way up?
Way up on the left side there.
Yeah, I don't right now. That's a glary bit.
Yeah.
Dark too.
I have to wait for him to drop all the way.
Bent hook. Didn't think I set it that hard, but that's that. So, I don't know, I couldn't see the first cast. Obviously it was inside of where the fish was. Yeah, we got a storm right over our shoulders, so probably rushed it a little bit. But what are you gonna do? No, like that. I don't bend out a lot of hooks, and that shouldn't have bent out like that. But it did, and it's over, and
Damn, eh?
what you gonna do?
Anytime you get a dark slot against the wall right below a rapid like that, or a little riffle, it's just the prime spot to fish that water. Just a touch higher, eh?
Touch higher.
Yeah, I just generally want to go straight at the prime water in this stuff. Just, yeah.
Think it even higher?
Yeah, I would go right at it, to be honest with you. I think it's really only there's one spot to fish,
Right there.
and that's the spot. If he's going to be there, he's going to take it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very tight.
one more rod length above that. Wait for it and pop it in there next false cast. There we go. There we go. That's the spot. If he doesn't eat that, he ain't home.
Not here.
Yep.
Well, this is gonna be ridiculous. I can't get downstream. I'm bowled out by the gorge, so I can't get down. If I go that way and down, I'll spook the fish that's rising, or not rising, but he's feeding. So it's gonna be launcherama, I think, and just hope for the best. I'm just gonna launch the damn thing, and he's there. If I could drop myself over, I would, but I can't. So I don't know. This is Hail Mary time.
And then when you hook up,
Well, I can do that. I go that way. I got lots there,
you'll
but
be able to dance upstream.
I got nothing to get to him. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So, I think that's him there, is it, or no?
I believe so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is in the back end there. Yep.
He is feeding.
Yep.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay.
He's coming my way, so.
Okay. Right on.
As I said, I got this way.
Yeah. You sure do.
Just saw his mouth open and close.
Nice.
Wow. Funny, eh? It's not even that big. Just a nice fish.
Just strong though.
Yeah. There we go.
Nice.
Nice fish, eh?
Yeah, I'll just zoom in on him here.
What are you on?
Refocus there. I got him.
You good?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, let him go. Let her
Ooh, I
go.
almost fell in myself.
Eh.
No, that was just one of those things. I mean, there's nothing fancy about that. The only problem with that fish was going to be getting to the fish without spooking it. And couldn't come out from there because it's just a deep bit of water. And coming over the top was like, well, the only thing that's going to go wrong is spooking the fish. Where we are a few K from the road is, 3X and just launch the thing and see what happens. We weren't going to spook it with anything other than our bodies getting too close to the fish, which is why, okay, let's just sneak in, stay low to the cliff, keep your arm cast it down and don't open up and just put it in there. And a deeper dropper was always going to get his attention because it's a cloudy, cool day, that kind of thing. There's almost no bugs. So if you got no bugs, you got nothing, well, launch the nymph and see what happens. And yeah, like I say, it was never going to spook at anything other than our bodies. So just sneak in best you can, launch it, lead it, chomp goes the nymph. So. that was neat because that fish, you know, he's just sitting on that edge of that seam like this, like that, and fish it in there, let him by maybe 2.5, 3 feet, and it just comes up, hovers, spooks as he looks at the dry, whips around upstream. He says, wait a second, hey, look at that shiny tungsten pheasant tail. I gotta eat that. And I was like, okay.
Gorgeous fish. Did you see where he went to?
No, he did not. I think he swung out the last time, and he's definitely feeding in that.
Oh, he's just going home there, yeah. He's just up top, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean...
So I think what's going to happen though is when I get in the water, I'm going to be quite a bit lower than the fish, and of course I'm not going to have the same visual.
You're gonna be totally blind.
Yeah, I think I'll be totally blind, in which case I'm going to pick a landmark of where I think my flies need to land, and then I'm going to be casting to that spot.
So it's tough number 1, tough number 2.
Yep.
And then it's that little grassy hairdo thing, hey?
Grassy hairdo, and I think if I get the fly to land basically almost directly out into the seam from that grassy hairdo, maybe a foot higher than that, and let it drift in.
First time I saw him, he was right where he is right now. You see that?
Yeah,
and
I
just
see that.
look at that.
He's nipping hard there.
Yeah.
I hope he should take a drop. I think if
You're
I
gonna go
present that through there, I'm going to go double dry.
double dry? He should eat
Yeah,
that,
I'm
love.
going to go sedge
Look at that big move.
down to
Oh, there he is. So he's gonna actually be hard to trap.
because he really swims hard.
That's awesome. That's a cutthroat rainbow right there.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay, so what's your setup then?
Well, my setups, I've got a 12-foot leader down to 3X. Don't feel I need to go. These fish haven't really been worked. And 3X is fine. It's nice and strong for fighting them in places where there's, you know, rocky edges. You could get hung up on. And so, yeah, I just got 12-foot leader to the top fly and another about a foot to the medium sedge. Yeah, I'm going to definitely, I think I do need to be in the water so I don't expose myself from back here, because he dropped way down and he's starting to come up the inside of this.
Oh, I see him there, yeah, just below the lower grass tuft.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking, correct me if I'm wrong, but that rock way at the bottom end there.
Yes.
Is that kind of your casting platform?
I think so. I think that's probably the way to go. Yeah, because if I get further out and deeper and off to the left to cast in there.
Ooh, a second fish.
That's
a second fish there.
Wait, I'm just watching him.
Yeah, that's definitely a second fish.
And he just rose there.
Did he rise there?
Yeah, he just rose. He's coming
Oh,
back
wow.
to the same spot.
That's a second fish. Good thing he showed up. You know, just where you're going to stand, of course.
Yeah, he's just working that.
Is that him or a different fish? I thought I saw a bigger fish
I don't
upstream.
want to take my eye off of this
No,
fish.
you keep looking at that.
He's coming over into the seam, and he's definitely starting to want to work his way up.
Okay, well that's, oh yeah, I think that's the guy we're watching. I saw him at the same time as I saw a different fish though, I swear it.
But I'm going to get down there, and
yeah. Oh yeah, there's another fish up at the other rock.
is there?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, definitely.
He's swinging here.
Okay, just dropping, love. He's in, kind of in the under the far side foam, if you will.
Okay.
Just trying to pick him up by. Oh yeah, he's further up in the foam.
In the phone?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
right on the edge of the, just on our side, just left of the big foam. He's under the foam now. He's further up, a rod length above that along this bank.
Okay. Can I go for it?
If you want to.
Right in.
On the water, on the water. Okay, he's gonna eat that, you know. No, he's just 2 feet to your right. Give it a twitch. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. No,
Really?
no. Just easy, don't do anything. The other one's around, don't forget that, eh?
Yeah. So he refused something?
No, I don't know what's going on here. It's the two fish thing again, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the other, there's another one coming down the middle just above where you cast. He's turning in.
Okay.
Give that same cast just a few feet further. Just do it. Up, 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 up. Yeah, on the water.
Nice. Let's see what he does there. Oh, he's coming. Yep.
Got him. Yeah. Nice eye, Dave.
Good eye, love. Good job. It's a bigger fish too, eh? Just be careful. Nice. There you go. The other one's following it, eh?
Oh, wow.
The other one followed right out.
Really?
But you got the bigger of the two, so that's the good news.
That's cool. Whoa. No. You come back here, buddy. If I can. We'll see.
Oh.
Whoa.
Just fight this one. Don't worry about the other one. That's a hot little bugger.
Yeah, he is. He really is.
That's a nice fish.
Yeah, it is.
Here we go.
Oh, there goes this other fish.
Yeah, I saw that one.
All spooked up.
Oh well.
Yeah. Come on, and dig it. There we go. Hey. Turn them. Okay. Yeah, so this is really neat. We come up on this run and we do see a riser, and we see a riser a little ways up. And Dave's gotten up on the bank and spotted it. And I go up and I see where it is. And then we start watching. And he moves around a bit, and that's cool. And then next thing you know, we see this rise about 1.5 rods, maybe 2 rod lengths downstream of that fish. And here's another fish. And we're like, okay, so there's 2 fish in here. So I decide to drop out and get going because we want to get a chance on a fish. And sure enough, yeah, it's the lower fish that we wanted, because it was definitely the bigger one, as it turns out, because as soon as I got the cast out, he comes up, takes, and then the other fish started to chase him around, and we could see the difference in size, and yeah, lots of fun. So we spotted that first fish, and he's not coming up to the surface. He's a little bit deeper. So yeah, I'm just going to step up. I'm going to go for him, and I'm going to put on a dropper nymph that's about a foot down from my dry and see what happens, because there's a good chance he's feeding in there, so I'm going to go for it.
His little spooks were put off after that.
Yeah, but there's still a chance, right? The point is he's there and he is feeding.
So
he's not coming up a lot, but the point is I got a nymph on, right?
Give it a go.
Gotta have to give it a go.
Not easy to see, but he is quite active. Yeah, he's not in there right now. Gonna wait for him to show again. Where are you? He's actually gone across the river by that big rock square slab.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's on the bottom over there swaying. Okay, now where'd he go? Really? Oh, he's still there. It's that big slab across there. The square one. And he's just kind of starting to surf back over this way. Yeah, he's back over on this side under the seam. Just trying to pick him up. He is quite active, eh? Yeah, he's just left of the seam, out from the second tuft. Yeah, he's out just behind the rock up there on the left side. Not left side, but the home rock. He's right where home was. He's back over this side. Now he's going way left. Very active fish, and he's coming all the way back home. You can't go wrong if you put it into that seam. Good cast. Yep, had him. Yeah, no, it was just the way he turned.
Yeah.
He just came around and at you, and I saw the white mouth and no problem, and it was already done before you said, is what I'm trying to say. No, he's almost home. Yep. Oh yeah, absolutely. Why not? It was your fish all along. I'd hate to poach it, you know. So you mean he's back feeding. We had our traditional post miss a fish snack, and once again it works. And the fish is really nymphing hard. He's definitely deeper, but he's nymphing left, right, left, right. and it's just basically add a 6-inch dropper nymph to the dropper nymph.
Yeah, we've gone with a bit of 4X, between
The first dropper and the second dropper? Yeah. And it's a smaller nymph, not kind of unweighted, it just doesn't have a bead head. And it's just, the idea is to allow the bead head tungsten to drop to depth, and then just allow the smaller nymph in behind just to flutter on more limp, supple 4X.
Yeah, and here's hoping this time he doesn't actually turn around and take it downstream. And the other ha-ha is you never know, he's so active now that he might even take the drive.
Bet you 20
There's
bucks.
hopeful,
Yeah.
you know, thinking that
You're buying the coffee.
It
Yeah.
could happen.
You're really nymphing hard, Mels. He's hard to see, it's so dark on this bright, mainly fine day in New Zealand. Yeah, he's up by that rock, but he's just a little to the left of it. Now he's just about home. Let me go and see here. Pick him up. He's definitely back home, love. Oh, he followed it all the way down.
Really?
Yeah, go again. He's just, hang tight. Just hang tight. Let's see what he does here. He's just dropping, eh? Had a really good hard look at that. Which tells me he saw or he definitely felt your nymph the first time, eh? Yeah, let's just see what he does. Okay, just give me a second here. I think there's a fish back home. Yeah, he's up at home. Yeah, go a little, just a touch higher, I think.
Okay.
Nice cast. Gonna have a look. Oh, he had you again.
Really?
Oh, he had you without ever touching the dry fly to get the dry. No, it didn't wiggle. He went so hard on that. Just wait till you see the video. He absolutely went nuts when he felt it. And your dry you never flinched.
I was gonna say, like, I never saw it flinch at all.
I didn't have, it happened so fast and he went so crazy on it that I didn't have time to say set. Again, it was downstream on a curving take. No chance.
Amazing, eh?
Oh, well, you got one of the two.
Absolutely.
I'd like to stay, but I don't know how far our takeout is, so
Yeah, we better carry on.
yeah, it could be around the corner or another 3 kilometers, so yeah.
We gotta go for a fish now.
Okay.
Apparently I don't owe you a coffee.
Nah, you owe me a coffee.
Yeah.
Just come subsurface, took it in. Amazing how that red band really pops out on this fish. Way to the right. And just up subsurface. Yeah. Under there. There's a window just subsurface. To the left. Yeah. Way to the left. He's on the sand going upstream a bit. He'll drop. He's just coming back to the right. He's deep enough, you shouldn't matter, but let's just see. Yeah, he's home again. You're not, I think you need to be in the tail out just because of the line control. I don't know how far over, but you see that foam line that comes through, it's just left of that, eh?
Yeah, that's my line.
Just think of that dark kind of smudge on the transition between sand and the harder rock gravel on the bottom. There's kind of a cream rock and a darker rock that's making a smudge, but he's right there on that interface.
Yeah, he's not that far.
No, he's not far at all. Nice cast. He's gonna have a chance. Just, I think you want to go just inside that if you can.
Okay, that was a better pass, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, don't worry about that. It's a long leader, light line, and all that. Just have another go. On the water. That's going to have a great chance if he comes this way. No, he's drifting to the left, to the right. Sorry. Okay. Don't give up on it. Don't give up on it, just in case. It's a long drift, right? Because now he's just home. He went all the way right and back in the time your fly drifted. So go again. Same cast. No more line. Yeah, nice cast. Beautiful cast. You're going to come right down to him if he wants to come up. I think he might be looking. No, he's a little deeper to the right. Just don't do anything rash. Okay, he's still home, I think. Just a sec. Yeah, he's home. He just has to want to come up to eat. It's not a fly issue, it's a depth issue all the way. The call now is a double naked nymph. Heavy. He's just subsurface in front of you, just below, above that. Let's do it on the water, right there, right there, right there. Oof. Let's see what he does. It's okay, just feel. Feel. Okay. Let's bottom. Go off left. Make sure you feed that slightly left of the gravel, okay? Okay. He's back home. Okay, so go left. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because if he comes, here he comes. Tighten up. Yep. Yes. Woohoo! Woo! Yes.
So I decided to go with a double nymph rig. I've got a worm as well as a stonefly nymph, large stonefly. And basically what was, I think, my second, third cast in there. And sure enough, Dave's my eyes because I can't see this fish all the time from where I was standing. And he tells me set, and I hook up and screams upstream. I'm able to bring him down, but then he decides to go for a second run. And he just pumped, and he was off. And that's the thing is, you know, when you can't totally see that nymph take, you can't see the mouth open, close, and you know you've got a good hook set. So who knows, I maybe had a pretty weak hook set to begin with, and he got off.
Just bad calling. That's what you're supposed to say. I put my collar.
Bad guy.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, no. It was fun.
That was a big fish, actually.
Really big fish.
Deceptively big rainbow. Yeah.
But,
oh, well.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's right here.
He's right here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's facing us.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, there he goes. Up. Yeah, you can do lots of things, but...
down probably would be favorable. He's in that scene area.
Yep. Oh, I'll be your eyes. I'll let you know when he drops. The way across, he just went subsurface on an nymph. He's across the rocks over there. He's in that seam where he originally was. Not sure if you see that. He's coming left. Coming across the rise. Oh, just subsurface. He's right against that rock up top there, right in that seam. See it on the far side? Do you see that or no?
Definitely can't see the fish.
Okay, just where he originally was. Do you know where that was?
Yeah, see where the biggest foam is there?
Yeah, it's gonna rise. There.
There.
Okay, he's just coming left, just slightly.
Okay.
Are you gonna go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
Okay, he's going way to the left, 4 feet by that yellow relief.
Okay. Got my flies out there.
I don't know where he is, or where you are. It's a bit higher, I think. It's just on the edge of the foam line out there.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, go ahead. Perfect, right there.
Got it. Whoa, good luck to me. Woo! Oh, he's up there.
Yeah, he be up there now.
I'd be screwed.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Keep going. I can't get around it. I gotta go way up here. No kidding.
Keep him coming.
Yeah.
Nice fish.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Wicked.
Awesome. So hit a stair step of plunge pools, and the fish, there's basically one fish per plunge pool. Amelia just got her butt handed to her, so I still sticking with 3X. It's not that, it's just you can't turn them when you can't turn them. Got a little plunge pool with a seam line, foam line. He was really active. I don't know where he went to right now. I can't forget my number here, 4. Yeah, he's just sitting in the back eddy under the foam. So I'm going to stick with double dry because they've been just absolutely attacking these things. Caddis, surprise. And yeah, I'm just going to get into position while he's not there and just wait him out, wait for him to drop into that prime spot. And then I'm just going to kind of cast across the main seam, high stick it, drift it in, and let's see what he does.
Yeah, that's him, I think, yeah.
Is he moving
He's
up or
holding.
is he folding? That's really hard to see with that, eh?
It is.
Oh well. Is he in the seam? Yeah, he's under the current there.
He's
hey?
under the current, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to sneak in while he's kind of undercurrent because he shouldn't be able to see me. Let's move up is all.
Okay.
I'd like him to bring him back down.
Yep.
You know, do my pants up and all that stuff.
Don't need to chase him,
Yeah.
especially up into the rapids.
Oh, you think that's going to happen?
He'll take you there, I promise you that.
Okay. Good. There he comes.
Awesome.
Just waiting for him to turn.
Okay.
Let's see if he does the big chase down. Nah, it's too fast. Too draggy. Oh, shit.
Oh,
I was just saying,
another fish?
that was too draggy fast.
Oh,
and
wow.
He came down. He decided to go down 10, 12 feet to take it.
Unreal, eh?
Yeah, I didn't expect that to happen.
No.
I thought, no, that drag sucks. That's a terrible cast. But when you got caddis on and you're dragging, never
Yeah.
a terrible cast.
No.
I'm calling chunks.
Yeah, you don't want it to go below you.
Why not?
Pretty much what's happening.
Let's test that theory here. See if I can hold him. Come on, little buddy. Come on. Woo! Nailed it. Come on now. Uh-oh, there's that spin again. Roll it. Don't let him down. Don't let him down. Woo! There we go.
Awesome.
Hey, it's a nice fish.
Beauty, man. Yeah, looks like chunky. Here.
There you go. Hey,
Nice.
that's a nice fish, eh?
Yeah, I'm just gonna zoom in on him.
Okay, I'm just gonna...
Yep, cool. And get focus here. Yeah. Nice.
So, as I was saying, if you just up in here, I mean, this is just a natural little bucket for a rainbow to sit in. And it was just you could actually watch that fish come and go and come and go, just like the eddy, just cycling around. And as I was saying while I was fighting the thing, I got 2 caddisflies on there, double dry. And why is that? Well, there's all sorts of caddis, there's all sorts of terrestrial moths, that kind of thing. And I guess the moral of that story is, even though I cast my fly there to lead the fish by 3 feet, he wound up taking a rod length downstream of that. Moral of the story, anytime your caddis are on the water, even if you think you're dragging to beat hell, play it out. And
Yep.
he just came and whoop-ah, just like every other fish. We missed a few fish today because, you know, they come and come and come and then woof, and their heads pop out of the water with your fly, and it's like, well, what are you supposed to do with that? So,
Yeah.
give her, eh?
He's smashed it, eh?
Absolutely smashed that. He's right tight against the rock wall over there. He's just turning this way. You got that or no? Okay. He's just coming into the foam line there. Yeah, he's coming. Here he comes, maybe? Sure. On the water, love. That wasn't a great cast, but... No, he was coming to your flies when you lifted. There, he's just in the... Yeah.
He was coming to my fly.
You're going again, eh? That's a good fish. Where are you landing that bad boy?
You got that? Yeah, so I'm standing down here and waiting for the fish and waiting to see him. Dave picks him up on the opposite side of the river. And so I start getting a cast going and then I lose sight of him. And I guess it was just as I was picking my picking up to cast again that Dave said the fish was coming for my fly, and I didn't see that. And I was like, oh no. Anyway, I cast again and sure enough, get it out there, drifts down, and the fish comes, and it takes without me even seeing it. I just basically kind of, as Dave was saying, oh, you just picked up and you missed the fish, and I said okay, and I just kept my flies on the water, and just like he did down below with his skittering caddis, this fish came and just slammed it, and that's how I got him.